The 8th stop on our cross-country journey is Oklahoma, the Sooner State, where wild bison roam this historical Native American land. Join us as we beat the noon starting gun and explore Oklahoma and their tales less traveled. And welcome back.
Welcome back to another episode of Tales Less Traveled. I'm Josh, and these are my 3 circus monkeys.
I'm Cheesemo, Boo, Catherine.
Alex.
I don't want to be a monkey. Can I
Dude,
be like...
I'm talking about the 3 circus monkeys I brought over.
You want me to do
hear them playing over there?
You want me to do my monkey impression?
It's pretty good.
I mean, they're going crazy on the trapeze over there, so go ahead.
Okay.
Pretty good?
That was really good.
I've never heard you do that.
That was good.
On that note,
Welcome.
It might be a little bit loud.
It's fine. It just clipped.
we made it to Oklahoma. Yeah, that sigh is the perfect
Okay, no,
description.
we love Oklahoma.
Oklahoma is okay.
Not sponsored or anything.
It's okay.
We have some great stories for tonight.
I like your casino.
This morning, whenever you're listening.
They do have pretty good casinos.
Yeah.
That's true. We spent my birthday there.
Yeah, Boo's pretty lucky when it comes to casinos.
Yeah. I mean, you should see the video clip of us playing Monopoly.
Oh, yeah.
We just acting like 2 80-year-olds, just
Sitting.
no reaction when we win or lose.
Just sitting.
Yeah.
Hundreds of dollars going down the drain
Yeah.
every minute.
It preps you for Vegas for sure.
We played blackjack. And
yeah.
And the guy there was like, "Go on, go ahead, put some more money in." And I said, "No,
That's right. You don't fall to peer
you
pressure
don't.
like that.
You really can't. Not in blackjack."
Yeah.
Wonderful.
You got the Heidi's Beer Garden. That's a good one. It's a good slot machine.
Buffalo Bros is everywhere.
I
Buffalo!
I won $80 off Heidi's Beer Garden.
You were winning off Heidi.
Yeah.
Oh, Heidi treated you good.
He was lucky with Heidi in Vegas, and Heidi gave back to him. She didn't forget him.
Yep. Every time I played Heidi, I've always come out on top.
Beer fest.
Yeah.
So what do you
And
have
listen to
for
that.
us?
You listen to that German polka music, and you know you're winning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what do you have for us, Josh?
So I have 5 stories for tonight.
Ooh.
Yeah. Should be a lot of fun.
Ooh.
I'm excited for this first story, which I think, which Brooke will enjoy this one too,
Ooh.
Oh, yeah? Why?
because it has to do with
Aliens?
a desert.
Why?
Being pro.
Oh, okay.
Does Brooke like
So-
the desert?
So I guess just getting
Do you
straight
like the
into it. What?
Do I like the desert?
I don't think you know yet.
Well, what
don't-
happens what happens in the desert?
People find themselves. And you can
Yeah.
take that however you want to take it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and also
Yeah.
aliens.
Aliens.
Skinwalkers.
Maybe skinwalkers when we get to like New Mexico or
Okay.
Arizona. I don't know where skinwalkers legends are, but we're gonna talk about Shaman's Portal.
Oh, I read about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you can chime in if I get something wrong.
I wonder if these two know about it because it's with the conquistadors.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm about to talk all about it.
Yeah,
So
it's in our blood.
Shaman's Portal is in Beaver's Dune Park, which is in the Panhandle of Oklahoma. It's a 520-acre park, not square miles. Acres.
No, we found that out a couple episodes ago.
It is mostly desert and most well known for its sand dunes. Many people come here for dune buggying, camping, fishing, and hiking.
They also filmed the movie Dune.
Did they
Did
really?
they?
Wait,
No.
there.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow.
You got me.
Come on.
They filmed
now.
holes there.
Did they?
Oh, cute!
No.
No, they
No,
didn't.
they didn't. No, I knew it.
You got me again.
you get me, I'm gonna get you.
Damn.
Okay. So the legend of Shaman's Portal goes back as far as Francisco Vasquez de Coronado.
Yeah.
You know what? He sounds like a great grandfather of ours.
Sounds like a conquistador.
We learned about him in history.
Yeah. So, in the 1830s, de Coronado was living in New Spain, which is today Mexico.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
As you all know.
New Spain.
Um,
I knew that.
That's good.
This explorer gained the favor with the Spanish viceroy by putting down rebellions by black and Native American slaves who were forced to work in the mines. So you know he's a nice guy.
Yeah, the best.
Yeah, because when you're putting down slave rebellions to gain the favor of the viceroy, always humanitarian work at its best. So he was for his maintaining of the peace, he was appointed governor of the province of Nueva Galicia. I don't know if I'm saying
That sounds
right.
pretty good.
Okay. Which is today the Mexican states of Nayarit, Sinaloa, and Jalisco.
Jalisco, yeah.
Jalisco? Okay.
Yeah, that's
I almost said Jalisco.
No, no, but there's some good food down
What are
there.
you doing?
They make really good tequila too.
Jalisco.
I should get some Jalisco tequila.
You should.
We should try it.
I don't like tequila.
I
Well,
know.
Yeah, it's a sad day.
You can get some.
They also have really good peppers though.
I also can't handle peppers sometimes.
love
How
peppers.
spicy? Not spicy? Kind of spicy?
peppers?
Where is
Everything in between.
Jalisco?
It's like towards the
The bottom?
yeah
The top?
yeah.
It's
towards the bottom.
somewhere in there.
It's somewhere in their country.
Yeah.
It's in the south
Give me some
West
ranch.
region.
I'll make it. Give me some ranch.
of Mexico.
So De Coronado. I don't know if I should call him De Coronado or Coronado.
Either way.
Okay. So
I'm sure he'll be
he had
fine.
heard stories of what were known as the 7 golden cities of Cibola, and intrigued, he decided to head north to investigate these golden cities, which would make him even more wealthy and famous, and
Who wouldn't want that?
yeah.
Yeah.
Fame.
So
Yeah.
De Coronado
Riches.
gathered an expedition of 300 Spaniards, 1,000 Native Americans, and an enormous amount of supplies, which included cattle, horses, pigs, and ships. And they ended up leaving in 1540 and headed north into what is now the southern United States.
Cool.
Ultimately, this expedition would be considered a failure, as there are no 7 golden cities. But
Are you sure?
No, it's not a fail. They found Oklahoma.
they also
Yes, a golden
De
state for sure.
De Coronado was also the first European to see the Grand Canyon.
Good for him. You know what? He probably got a nice picture.
Yeah.
You got that
He posted up on
Can
Instagram.
you oil paint this for me real quick?
Hashtag. Look at these mountains.
He rubbed his sticks together and got Wi-Fi right there.
And took a...
But as he was
God, I can smell the wine.
what?
Smell the wine.
Oh, you can smell her wine.
I'm drinking a little bit of bubbly just to enjoy my afternoon here in
Why don't you,
Oklahoma.
Okay, interesting.
And I guess, Boo, you're not liking the smell.
Little
You
wine
know
and
what?
sunset.
I think I've been outgrowing wine.
You're not
at the
tender age of 20.
I mean, it must get boring when you have it all the time with your family meals when y'all sit down and
At
be like,
church and
Church.
Church really ruins you for wine.
I've just not been liking it.
It's okay. Maybe you'll get an acquired taste when you turn 21. It's okay. Things happen.
that sweet wine is at church is actually the blood
yeah.
of Christ.
Happy
Yeah.
Easter, y'all.
Oh, and
There's a new horror movie
this-
called The Unholy out in theaters.
Yeah.
No promo.
This episode will actually be coming out on Alex's birthday.
Yeah, that's right.
So
Hey.
happy 27th birthday
Happy
to Alex.
birthday.
I'll have SpongeBob call you. Or do you and Dora?
I'll take SpongeBob over Dora, thank
Hell
you.
yeah.
Who do you want? Don Corleone? Or,
You know-
Dummy.
As far
Vito.
as we know, maybe De Coronado didn't take this expedition up north. Maybe it was Dora.
It could have been. It could have
Can
been.
you see where
Give me Vito.
Vito?
Yeah, give me Vito.
So, while expediting,
Yeah.
Like,
As explorers do.
as they were exploring,
Yes.
De Coronado was warned by his Native American guides to avoid the dunes, which is now the Oklahoma Panhandle.
Mm-hmm.
But, of course, he decided to ignore them. And
As any good explorer should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because maybe they were lying.
Yeah.
What would they know? They're just the guides that he hired to...
Exactly.
for safe
He's
traveling.
obviously much smarter in his mind. Yeah?
Yeah.
So, while they were traveling the dunes, in 3 flashes of green lightning, 3 different members of his expedition disappeared.
Oh my
No
God, Josh.
trace.
No.
Josh, I know it's the episode right around Easter, but you really don't have to get holy
Yeah.
with the Father, then the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
3 flashes.
3.
3.
Yeah.
They come in
number
threes.
They
yeah.
come in
So this
threes.
is clearly...
It's
Holy
God.
Spirit.
This is
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, let's talk about another Tales Less Traveled. Zombie Jesus. Coming back from the dead.
Excuse me?
He dies and then comes back 3 days later as a zombie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people have heard that tale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
But we'll go back. Let's go back to...
Okay, so three lights. Green lights.
Yeah. So, De Coronado would write in his expedition diary that he wrote about the event and said that it was the work of the devil. So, he headed back to, what was it, New Spain, which is Mexico now. He headed back and, for not finding anything and wasting all those resources, he was stripped of his governor title and would live out the remaining decade of his life in Mexico City.
That's right.
Did anything happen with those flashes of light, or they were just kind of like, bam, and he's like, man, that's weird, and that's it? Did like anyone go missing?
Yeah, 3 people went missing. In each flash
In
of
each
lightning, someone
flash.
disappeared.
That's
Yeah, and
the
they're
father.
flashes for 3 people.
Oh man, the
Yeah.
Father, he coming.
And the sun.
Oh,
And the
it sounds
Spirit.
kind of unholy, not sponsored.
In theaters now.
But yeah, those flashes of light
Who texted you?
continued over the years. Multiple people allegedly, have disappeared from the same flashes of green lightning, which,
Wait,
Which
I'm sorry. Did this happen every year, or just is that?
this has happened over the years since 15. Like, there's never been any. Like, De Coronado wrote about it,
Yeah.
so that's how we know that happened in his expedition.
Yeah.
But I guess these are like oral stories of people being like disappearing.
Yeah.
Which is strange because De Coronado's, like, because we had those oral stories like, oh yes, green flashes, people disappearing in the dunes. But De Coronado's expedition diary wasn't found until like hundreds and hundreds of years.
So it had
later.
been happening.
Yeah, so
continuously.
we have these stories being like heard, and then we find De Coronado's journal talking about green flashes of lightning. So it's just like,
It reminds me of your. What was that one story where they had the woman in the canoe and pilgrims. Where was that? And then like the river or whatever was cursed.
Oh yeah, that was Maine.
Was it Maine?
The Saco River.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. So I'd understand if De Coronado's expedition journal was public knowledge and people had read about the green flashes and then more stories circulated. But what's strange to me is that people had these stories like, oh, don't see these green lights in the dunes and you'll disappear.
Right.
And then De Coronado's journal was found long after he's gone.
Right.
After those stories were
It
around.
just further confirmed it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So, these events have given the area the nickname of Oklahoma's Bermuda Triangle.
Oh,
So we
That's
can just-
cool.
Yeah.
It's a
Want to go?
sketch. No.
Yep.
Well, I
I
mean,
mean,
I
we
got-
can camp.
I got
It's
my.
a camping ground.
well,
I got my buggy.
Yeah.
I thought you said I had my Buckies.
I mean, we stopped at Buc-ee's to get your
We can go to
bucket
Buc-ee's.
hat.
My beaver.
On my
I always
vroom
have business with the beaver. I always have to pull over.
Business with the beef.
Did y'all even take the wagon?
Why would we
Brooke
take
and
a
I?
wagon?
Yeah.
No, we came separately.
I'd get
Flights-
shit for a dune bug.
Flights are crazy cheap right now. So.
Yeah, they
I
are.
flew here.
Yeah, no.
Spirit Airlines. Oh, that reminds me.
Yeah.
No sponsored.
For $15, you can get in the cargo hold of Spirit.
strap
Spirit
it onto the
Airlines.
tire.
I saw the Spirit, all right.
Spirit does, you know what? I gotta give it some in some weird way because they don't care if they're the only airline that flies in a blizzard or like a tornado.
No, and they're the only airline that flies through a blizzard with an airplane made out of cardboard. So that's amazing,
That's a lot of
honestly.
skill. To be
Okay,
honest,
so
to be honest,
I
yeah.
thank God we're talking about Spirit Airlines because I was watching a TikTok about
Oh
Spirit
my
Airlines.
God.
There it is!
But the comments were hilarious. Like, someone said, keep flying Spirit Airlines, you're gonna turn into one. Fly high, literally. Someone said, what is it? Spirit Airlines practically asks passengers for gas money.
That's a good one.
Yeah, someone said, yeah, I'll stick to overpriced Delta. At least there I can watch a movie instead of feeling like I'm about to be in one. So said, you better become a spirit.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you have to fly Spirit at least once to understand. But you know what? It got me through when I was low on my
And then
finances in college.
You can
It
show
took
up
me.
on the History channels, like, what went wrong, like, the plane crashes, like...
My dad watches that all the
I
time.
know.
And I always ask my dad, I was like, you fly all the time. Why are you watching this? Does it not freak you out? He's like, nah.
Yeah.
Someone said, Spirit ain't that bad. The slide out of the plane to the ocean was fun. Spirit ain't even bad. We just had to buy the pilot an instruction manual. I was laughing. Thank God. You know what? I can delete those screenshots now.
Well,
It's
next time we go to
weird.
Vegas, we'll take Spirit.
I'm telling you, Spirit,
It's not bad. I mean, it'll
It-
get you where you need to go.
it works on a budget, is all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if you're packing light, yeah, and you want a little adrenaline rush as you experience death, you can fly Spirit.
Yeah, you know that feeling when you go on a roller coaster and you're on the tippy top and you start to go down and the gravity pulls you up?
That's Spirit.
That's Spirit.
all the way.
Yeah.
Spirit, you become your namesake.
Yeah. But in the same regard, if Spirit has a little extra money, they want some sponsorships, then I will completely sell out for them.
Yeah.
I will sell out for
They're
Spirit.
gonna
I
ask you
would
for
gladly
gas
take
money.
Spirit first now.
Next episode, just like, oh, Spirit's such a great airline.
Yeah, I know. We changed our tune.
We flew here from Spirit Airlines.
Spirit Airline, the best airline ever.
You can redeem your miles for magazines. They try to get me to do that all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Or your
Jeez.
tombstone.
Yeah.
Or your
Well,
tubes.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice. Good story. Good story.
Yeah, so okay, we're gonna go back to Shaman's Portal. So we're gonna
We're still on one.
move a little further into the 90s, where after
Hell yeah.
reports of strange electromagnetic energy,
It's because I was born.
Dr.
No, Brooke, you were born in 93. Josh and I were born in 94, the better year.
Guy, okay,
Yeah.
you're giving out your birthday and
He just said I was
year.
turning 27.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Who cares about
There's
birthday?
millions of other people.
It's just when you specifically name members of my family. it's
Members
when
of
I'm like-
your family,
Your-
your street,
your
your
street
street address,
address.
and
Yeah.
your parents' occupation.
Yeah.
First
Yeah.
name, last name.
When you give the exact address and area code of where I live, that's when I'm like, okay, all right.
We're cutting that.
Why you could get fan mail?
We haven't even gotten.
We have a P.O. box for that.
We haven't gotten an email yet. But you know what?
You could be the
I
first.
I know people are listening. I know our Massachusetts episode is really popular in Germany.
In Germany.
In Germany.
In
yeah.
Deutschland.
I wouldn't mind getting an email in German.
So-
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
shout out to everyone who's listening from Germany.
Guten Tag, mein Name ist.
We have
Yeah,
a P.O.
so
Wow.
it's fine.
Okay.
I'm sorry, continue. 90s?
At least we can laugh about it.
some people don't like to email. Some people are a little nervous talking to such big name people as ourselves.
The only difference between me and you, person at home or at work listening, I have a microphone in front of me.
You know,
Damn, Brooke.
we are
That's the only difference. Me and you, we got this.
Just buy a microphone.
We're both badass bitches.
Do you know we were in the top
They're
in the
just like
top
us.
500 podcasts posted on Thursday 2 weeks ago.
Really?
We're in the top 500?
Boo, you are 2 feet from him and you still can't hear.
All
He
right,
said
we're,
top 500 that
On
was
the last Thursday for the last episode.
I need to go back to
Shaman.
I need to go back to Shaman's Portal.
Okay.
So yeah, the 90s, after reports of electromagnetic energy, Dr. Mark Thatcher from Oklahoma State University began to study the dunes for 3 years in the 90s to see if he could figure out what was going on. Unfortunately, when Dr. Thatcher finally arrived in the area to investigate firsthand, he was quickly shut down and chased away by men with military and government-issued IDs wearing suits.
There it is, the government.
I was born there, guys.
So this seems to be a common occurrence for anyone who's a little too curious for their own good. Dr. Thatcher was forced to leave, but some of the samples that he took from the dunes, after being analyzed by his team, they found strange findings, including electromagnetic interference and ionized soil. Several other people have reported seeing these strange government men late at night digging in the dunes too. There are even some people that say that there is a long since crashed alien spacecraft in the dunes, and the Men in Black are involved, and the green lights aren't the only thing making people disappear.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot.
That's pretty dope. Okay. That was good.
Yeah, this is why I said it was for you.
Good reporting.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. We're gonna go right.
Other theories of the area include the dunes being a place where portals to another dimension are able to be opened.
Is
Hence
that where
the,
Bigfoot comes from?
hence the name Shaman's Portal.
He comes right through.
Some say the area is an ancient burial ground for Native Americans, so perhaps there is some energy there.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like American Shaman. They sell some pretty good CBD, not sponsored.
Yeah. So, like, maybe there's a logical explanation for all the reports, but mainly what got me was De Coronato's report of the work of the devil. It's like, if he's looking out for gold, why would he write? What purpose does he have to write about his journal and not even like make his journal public knowledge? Why would he write about it?
That is true.
Yeah. So.
Well, the Spaniards, as so I'm told, would love to talk about themselves. Isn't that true? You guys are gonna be quiet now.
Alex.
What?
Catherine.
Well, I got my nails done today. I got
Okay, see, this answers my question.
There's pride, but that's nothing to be ashamed of, or,
We're just confident.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay,
Confidence.
Okay. Sure.
All right. So
So
that.
Would you like to
Compensating?
disagree?
Compensating.
All right, 5 minutes. Disagreement.
Yeah.
Rebuttal.
So that's everything about Shaman's Portal. Let's
That's
look
Good.
up-
Can we give a round of applause? Shaman's Portal.
Yay.
Snaps.
All right. Good job. Good reporting.
Yeah.
That is pretty neat, though.
Yeah.
is
Boo's
pretty
got a Men in Black jacket.
No, it's the leather jacket from The Matrix.
Oh, Keanu.
Yeah. It's
Like a trench coat.
It's
Yeah.
almost, but it's leather, genuine leather, and it comes down to like my knees.
And she just recently got some black thin
Very
sunglasses.
small sunglasses. So
You go as Trinity for Halloween. Have you
Should
seen
I?
The Matrix?
I have. I saw it
Okay.
in theology class.
Oh, because like a simulation.
I
What if-
think so.
What if we were living in a simulation?
It was one of those where,
And what if, living in this simulation, we advance the point where we can create a simulation?
like, are we even
And then,
real?
if we advance the point where
Okay.
we can create a simulation,
Yeah.
then what if we're just living in a simulation of a
You know,
simulation?
they
and
did-
how deep does that go?
They did that.
Is your love?
Okay, they did that, and it's called Inception. It's a movie by Leonardo
thought that was-
DiCaprio.
I have.
thought that
I
was
want to
about
watch
dreams.
it.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
He
All right.
texted me the other day.
Capri texted you?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, you know he like him young.
He said, "Hey, how are you?"
in Italian.
And it was on Instagram. He just said, "Hey, how are you?"
He said, "Hey, how are you?"
Bella
He said,
bellissima.
"It's me, famous actor Leonardo DiCaprio.
Exactly.
I
It's
just
me,
need
Leo.
some. I just need some money
I
for a
just-
plane ticket."
Yeah, I told you guys about
I'll
the
send-
Bruno Mars story last episode.
Yeah,
That's sad,
yeah.
though. Yeah.
All right, on to the next one. What's going
Yeah.
on?
This one's for Alex.
All right, everybody get their own story.
Yeah.
Cute.
All right, all right, Alex.
Okay.
Imagine,
All right.
okay, you're vacationing in Oklahoma.
No.
I am. I can.
Specifically, you're checking out Lake Thunderbird.
Oh, cool. All right, is there Pokemon there?
He
Yeah.
said this is for me.
So
Oh,
you're swimming. You're doing your little doggy paddle in the middle of the lake.
Actually,
Is this where
And
she
you-
knows how to swim, though. Thank you, boo.
And she's doing her little doggy paddle.
I know
Yeah.
how to do my butterflies.
And as you're swimming, you feel something brush against your leg.
oh, it's another sea serpent.
And you think,
No.
huh, is that grass?
Is that a
is that
jellyfish?
a fish? But as you're thinking that, you feel something grab your ankle and start pulling you down.
Jason.
And you're struggling and you're trying to stay above the water.
Where are you guys in
when
this?
another tentacle wraps around your other leg.
Ew.
It's a tentacle?
And then your arm, and you get dragged underwater, and
Oh
the
my
last
God,
thing you see,
You're in your own anime.
the last thing you see is a big beak as it's going to take a bite out of you.
Is this a man-made lake?
Yes.
So what?
This is Oklahoma's octopus. That's what it's
No.
called. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's
So,
a sea urchin.
It's another sea monster.
It's
yep, I have
okay.
to. I gotta have them. I gotta have this. I love these.
I
love
hate
these stories.
tentacles. I hate anything. Y'all know my story about jellyfish.
you like the anime?
Not
This
like
has
that.
nothing to do with anime.
No, not the,
So
not
this
the tentacles.
Not the good kind, boo.
this creature reportedly is about the size of a horse,
Oh.
and
Aw.
each of its tentacles has the strength to lift 200 pounds.
Dang.
This monster or monsters are said to inhabit 3 of Oklahoma's lakes, which are Lake Thunderbird, Lake Ulag,
Ooh la la.
and Tenkiller. Lake
Ooh.
Tenkiller.
Dang, okay.
Because those lakes have a huge amount of drownings.
That's horrible.
Oh no.
They're more frequent, and people believe that there's something to blame. Theory goes that millions of years ago, and now this is a theory I found where they think that millions of years ago this octopus lived in the sea, but as the sea receded, the creature got stuck in a body of water, and over millions of years it adapted to live in freshwater. But the thing is that all 3 of these lakes that it's reported in are man-made lakes.
Yeah.
So I don't know about that.
Huh. Wonder what people
Octopuses are definitely highly adaptable.
Octopi.
They're not octopi.
They're not
It's not. It's
octopi?
not a Greek word.
Octopi?
It's octopuses.
Octopuses?
Octopi is plural for, or pi is
No,
is plural
don't.
for Greek words.
Don't do it, Brooke.
It's octopuses.
Okay.
Are you thinking about like the James Bond movie Octopussy?
I was thinking, no, I was thinking about Octomom.
Yeah. So there's no evidence of them, no photographs, and all the drowned bodies don't have any like tentacle marks, like suction marks or anything. So
Was it all just an elaborate hoax?
it's just
You
it's
decide.
it's just a fun urban legend, honestly.
Yeah, I wonder what those people are getting caught
It's like
on.
someone just dropped an
And mainly,
octopus.
I knew this would mess with Alex a little bit.
That's like
Yeah.
the worst. That is
Just
really
a giant octopus
in a lake.
pulling you down.
In
You
a
know what
lake.
else is scary? Brain-eating bacteria in man-made lakes.
That would probably be more
Ew,
scary
that's
than the
terrifying.
octopus, yeah.
How does that, like...
Because there's no like current, like the water's not moving, so you have more chance of bacteria growing. And then when you jump in the water and water goes up your nose, it has an easy path right
It's
to your
an
brain.
it's an amoeba.
Yeah.
It's an amoeba that
Eats your brain, you'll die within how long? A couple days?
eats. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. No good.
So how do you know, though, when you're going to a lake, that if it's man-made or not?
Well, just look at is the water moving? And then it's like, has there been any reports? You can look it up.
Yeah.
They,
don't
Scary.
don't swim in Florida.
Yeah, no.
I feel like I always hear about brain eating amoebas in Florida.
It must have something maybe to do with the temperature too. Like if it's hot enough to.
Well, also, I'd be afraid that in Florida, you know, you have like what is it alligators or crocodiles out there?
Alligators.
Alligators,
Yeah.
just little mini ones, just swimming around.
Yeah, well, I mean, when I stayed at my sister-in-law's house in Florida, we like literally outside the porch is like a lake, and the crocodiles just or alligators walk right up.
Really?
Yeah,
That's scary.
yeah. I mean, we saw a little baby.
You shot a little baby?
Yeah,
Chomp chomp.
chomp chomp. Yeah.
I don't like my hand. Yeah, thank you for that. Glad that you specifically chose that one.
It's like the
to share with
Kraken,
me.
you know.
Also, I know I said I had 5 stories, but I actually have 6. So.
All right.
Okay.
Ring a
very
ding
cool.
ding on number 3.
So yeah, let's get into the ghost portion of our podcast.
Yay.
They're okay.
This one's for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
All right.
The ghost's name started with L.
So this.
Oh!
So.
Oh.
L? What?
She
Like
has
Mike.
ghosts from Oklahoma, Josh. Ghosts in her
I
past.
got. Yeah.
You have an Oklahoma ghost story?
No, a ghost from her past.
Oh.
There we
Gotcha. All right. So this is the Skirvin Hotel. This is the Skirvin Hotel. So, in 1906, a wealthy Texas oil tycoon moved to Oklahoma City
That sounds
and
good.
began to get into the hotel business. Or in 1910, he began to get into the hotel business. He began construction on what would be a 10-story hotel, and it was completed in September of 1911.
Yay!
The hotel became a center for politicians and wealthy people, and by 1930, the hotel was 14 stories tall and included a rooftop garden. The hotel wasn't affected by the Great Depression, as an oil boom in Oklahoma kept the rooms always filled. The hotel began to decline in 1960, with many people moving out of the city and living in suburbs, and by 1988 it was closed. This wouldn't be the end, however, as the hotel would receive a remodel and begin to have guests again in 2007.
Okay.
However, there are otherworldly reports, of course.
Ooh.
So the story goes that William Skirvin was quite the womanizer in his day. One of these affairs he had was with a maid, and to Skirvin's dismay, she became pregnant.
Do you know his
Oh,
nickname?
well, there you go.
Do you know his nickname? It was Skirvin.
Skirvin.
Skirt, skirt.
Skirt.
Yeah, pretty clever people in the 1920s,
Yeah.
19 teens. To hide the pregnant maid away from a scandal, he locked the woman on the 10th floor, and she was not allowed to leave, even after giving birth to the child.
Damn.
This floor was reserved for gambling and prostitution.
Oh no.
Out of despair, the girl took the child, opened the window, and with her arms wrapped around the baby, she jumped 10 stories to her death.
The baby live?
No.
This
Oh,
isn't
okay. Okay, so
Spartacus.
no one lived.
No.
No.
Not a movie.
So no evidence of a suicide or the woman even existing has ever been found,
Wow.
but it's also thought that maybe Skirvin was a very powerful man. Who is to say he couldn't make this disappear?
That's you're not
Um,
wrong.
Nothing was ever tied to Skirvin, and he lived out the rest of his life. Hotel staff would name this mistress Effie, as she would make sure people knew that she was still around. I looked up for a second, and lost my place.
You're okay.
Um,
You're right here. You're with us. You're in Oklahoma.
where I'm blind. Help.
No, knock on
Uh,
wood. Wah, wah.
Over the years, people have woken up in the middle of the night to a disembodied baby's crying.
Oh.
On top of these nightly visits, male guests have claimed to see a naked woman visit them while they are in the shower. This is said to be Effie, who propositions them.
That's not the worst
That's
thing.
oh my gosh.
Others have
Poor girl.
others have claimed to hear a disembodied voice proposition them in their room, and one man claimed to even been sexually assaulted by an invisible force.
Really?
Dang.
I don't know about that
Yeah.
one.
Staff and guests alike have seen and heard objects being moved throughout the building, including a maid cart being pushed down the hall with no one around. In 2016, while the Lakers were in town to play the Oklahoma City Thunder, many of the players ended up staying at the Skirvin Hotel. Other players from the Lakers refused because of the ghostly reports.
Really?
One player, Meta World Peace, says that while he was there, he was touched by a ghost.
His name's Meta World Peace.
Meta World Peace.
Meta World Peace.
Yeah, Meta World Peace.
All right. Meta World Peace.
he joked, "The ghosts were all over me. I just accepted it."
They want me for my body.
Lakers forward Meta World Peace said, "They touched me all over the place. I'm taking one of the ghosts to court for touching me in the wrong places." While the Lakers player was making light of the situation, he said he was serious about the encounter.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is
I do love a good ghost story. That was fun.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I was surprised too. I'm not a basketball fan, but I remember in high school one of my friends had mentioned Meta World Peace, and I was like, I can't believe that's his name.
Yeah. It's pretty dope. I mean, rolls right off the tongue.
It sounds like a name you'd make up in
Meta World Peace.
In the game,
Is,
like NBA.
I think he changed his name to that. I don't know what it was before.
That's like Chad Ochocinco. Chad Johnson. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he changed his last name to Ochocinco, so he's 88. So does Effie only go after the male guys, or?
Yep.
Okay.
She's been seen by people in like hallways and stuff, but she will appear naked and proposition men.
Josh,
so maybe she was
go?
Yeah, it'll be like that
be
scene in
pre-position?
Ghostbusters. You haven't seen Ghostbusters, have you?
No, she is.
Yeah.
What?
You used to what? Ghostbusters? Yeah, in school.
What?
Were you Ghostbusters?
What are you confusing?
Oh no,
Ghostbusters with?
Mythbusters. I'm confusing it with Mythbusters,
You used to
right?
watch Mythbusters at school?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of school did you go to?
Well,
The good
Ghostbusters. One night when they're all sleeping, Ray has like an encounter, and she like is this ghost, and she disappears. Then like you just see his like belt get undone, and his fly is zipped out, and then he just like goes up to his face, and his eyes roll back in the head, and he just his head goes back in the pillow.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So it'll be like that maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I wish you the best. Use protection. You don't know what
Ew.
they have.
A ghost baby.
We don't need you to have. Yeah, we don't need
ghost.
ghost.
Get some ghost ointment for that.
Josh Jr. around the
Ew,
ghost realm.
It's a ghost baby.
You know the
Ghost baby.
the woman? I think she was from Ireland or something. She married a ghost pirate.
Oh yeah.
They've since divorced.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
that's too bad.
Yeah. Apparently, he was sucking, I think, energy from her.
He
when
he
she
just
was
wasn't.
nine.
He just was never around.
Hey.
So that was for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I really enjoyed it. I like the touch of the rich Texan tycoon.
Yeah.
Like, somehow I feel like he just knew that was going to capture your attention.
And opened in September.
The rich tycoon opening
Also,
a hotel.
I don't know if this is a good time to tell y'all, but I told Boo and Alex, but I'm gonna run for Dallas mayor,
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
my name is gonna be
Meta World Peace.
no, my name is gonna be Brooke Dimmadome of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
You should change your name.
Brooke Dimmadome.
Brooke Dimmadome of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
I thought it was going to be Brooke Dimmadome.
Why? Why?
What?
Why are you saying my full name?
Oh no!
Stop
You?
doxing people.
It's always you. It's always you. Who's next? Me? Oh, that's a backfire on you.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, my bad.
It's all good. Yeah, I mean, that's just what you do.
Yeah. I mean.
Yeah.
Alright. So this one's probably also towards you. This is the Belvedere Mansion.
Oh, wait a
Mr.
minute.
Belvedere.
Here's the mansion.
Oh, it's a colonial. I love colonials.
colonial architecture.
Yeah, originally she said that she liked,
No, I didn't.
she liked,
No, I didn't.
Asian homes.
Excuse me?
Wait, you like
She likes-
plantation homes?
But no.
No, you know
But
why
she
she
didn't-
likes it? Because we went to Georgia and they had that really nice house, but that doesn't mean that she agrees with the society that came along with it.
That's what I'm saying.
I like the columns, the white picket fence.
So a little bit more colonial.
And Brooke told me.
Is it like not socially okay to say you like the way plantation homes look?
No, but the historical
I
significance
know the
of
historic.
Yeah.
I know it's
Well,
horrible. But
I've always called them plantation homes because that's
well,
they
that's
look
what
like.
they were
and
plantations.
then Brooke was like, "Oh, well, I think they're technically called
colonial. You can call, certain ones
American
you can call
colonial
There
or
is-
colonial
there is
American."
a story I'm excited to get to when we get to the state. The Myrtles Plantation will be a good story.
That one sounds familiar, and so does this mansion
Yeah,
actually.
when you got like
Belvedere Mansion.
when they're like brick though, that's really like the colonial, like old time.
Yeah, but I love this. I love this mansion, and it's got like 4 of these tower
4
pillars
bedrooms,
on
Yeah.
each
7
corner.
baths.
And
Great balcony view.
And yeah, I mean, it looks like a haunted. It kind of looks like the haunted mansion at Disneyland.
Yeah, it does.
Or no, Disney World. Disney World's haunted mansion. Disneyland's haunted mansion is a plantation.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. Look at it. Yeah, they're different.
Wow.
Disney World is like a Victorian style
Yeah,
house, and
that one I
Disneyland
know.
is a plantation
Which
house.
which one's in California? I always get them mixed
Disney,
up.
the
Land?
Yeah,
Disneyland.
Disneyland.
I've never been. I want to
Because
go.
Disney World has the 4 parks. Disneyland is just
The castle.
Magic Kingdom, technically.
well,
Right?
it's like Magic Kingdom, and then I guess California Adventure now.
Mm.
Okay, you know. After
yeah,
COVID,
you're right.
post COVID.
See, I love these types of homes.
She's talking about the Haunted Mansion in Disneyland.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, it's really
Yeah.
nice looking.
Look at night.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I love it. I love a
Oh.
Haunted Mansion.
Where
Very
did
nice,
their
very
lights? Excellent.
All right, so what's going on with this house?
All right, so Belvedere Mansion.
Belvedere.
It's a 3-story mansion built by John M. Bayliss in 1902 to serve as a home for his wife Mary and their 7 children. Also, like, it's always with the multiple children.
They
Like,
didn't know
Yeah.
any better.
in California, we had
The vampire.
what's his name
king.
with 6 kids.
Well, like-
and I guess the Vampire King of
I was
Fresno,
gonna say
too,
the
but-
vampire
But
one.
the guy,
yeah.
guy who built the house in California and had like 6 kids.
You gotta think. I mean, how long ago was your story?
Huh?
When did this take place? Your story?
1902.
They thought that probably half of them weren't gonna live and half of them needed to work on the farm.
You needed the
Yeah.
heir, the spare, and the remaining
Yeah.
That's
I like
true.
that. I mean,
Heir and
it's
the
sad.
spare.
I like
Oh
the
my
heir
God.
heir
and
and
spare.
spare.
Wow.
It's an
Damn.
old,
Yeah,
it's an old.
I like that.
saying.
I mean, I don't like it, but I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
but she likes it.
Bayliss had made his fortune in the railroad business, and with it set to build an elaborate mansion that was filled with marble walls, multiple fireplaces, and the entire 3rd floor was made into a 2,400 square foot ballroom.
That's what the
Wow.
Cecil Hotel wanted to be.
Basically.
By 1907, as construction of the mansion was finally finishing, Bayliss passed away, never able to see the structure he spent the last 5 years of his life building.
Aw.
That's a shame.
The remaining family lived in the house until 1919, and then the mansion was passed around and eventually being turned into apartments. And by 1991, it had fallen in such disrepair that it was uninhabitable. It was then purchased by Rogers County Historical Society
That's cool.
and restored to its former beauty. They even have a restaurant open now on the 1st floor. People visiting report hearing unexplained noises, sightings of shadowy figures, toilets that flush by themselves, hot and cold spots, and the feelings of being touched by someone when no one's around. People have also seen a little girl standing on one of the 2nd floor windows, and on occasion the sounds of running feet and children's laughter.
Aw. Cute.
A distressed John Bayliss is thought to wander the premises looking for something or someone, while his wife Mary has been seen floating around the grounds. But they're not the only spirits there.
Right.
In the 1940s, when the building was served as an apartment housing, a young woman took her own life and became a permanent resident, so she didn't have to pay rent anymore. So
Oh,
She-
smart.
It's one way to look at it.
Damn.
yeah, so that's the Belvedere Mansion.
Almost
Very cool.
sounds like the what's that house in Texas Chainsaw?
Yep. The Sawyer House.
Yeah.
I forget the name of the restaurant. I want to go eat there.
I wanna
It's
go
like
eat there
It's like
too.
3 hours from where we live.
Isn't it nice looking too?
Yeah.
It's quaint.
And then you can buy some. They have a little gift shop.
They have a merch shop.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get yourself another bucket hat.
So this is just another place I want to go eat. Belvedere Mansion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
this,
good.
I'm getting hungry. Now talking about food and stuff.
I
I
know.
know.
You guys want to get?
I know. Just camped out here in the dunes.
I gotta cook up some sausages on this fire.
Where'd you get the sausages?
They're bison.
They appeared in a green flash of light.
Yeah, those 3.
She didn't question, just picked them up.
Don't question where the food is coming from.
No, just
All right.
something smelled burnt.
Should you guys mind if we take a short break?
No, go for it.
No.
All right, we'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. It was just a
I
just
had
a
to
few
cook-
seconds for you guys.
I had
but,
to cook the sausages.
yeah.
They're tasting a little gamey.
Gamey?
Yeah.
Yeah, is this
They're bison. Guys,
is this
come on.
squirrel meat? Where'd you
don't
get
know.
squirrel meat?
So I noticed there's a couple extra backpacks lying around, but I didn't know if did y'all Did y'all get like?
Did you bring an entire backpack of just dead squirrels?
I met someone on the side of the road. He had a full white beard, and he said, "Miss, I need money to get medication for my illness. Would you like to buy the food off of me?" And I said, "Yeah, sure, why not?" So I did. And when I was about to give him the cash, he gave me the food. I was about to, I'm turning it into my bag to give him the cash. He just was gone.
You know what? You know who that was?
Who?
Saint Nick. It was Santa.
It was Ben Affleck.
It was Casey Affleck.
He's what do they call it? Those
I got sausages from Benny.
Nice.
So, I'd have to ask him. Next time I see him.
Sounds good.
All right. So, we ready for this next story?
Yeah.
All right. Did you guys like Belvedere Mansion?
I loved it.
Yeah.
Anything?
Any
You know, I've
questions?
actually really been enjoying the stories. Like, yeah.
You like Oklahoma?
Yeah, I love
Oklahoma is okay.
It's okay. That's their slogan. It's okay.
Oklahoma.
That's their
okay.
That's their story.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we'll move on to Fort Washita.
All right.
So this fort was originally built in 1841 to establish law and order in the southeastern territories, and to protect the Choctaw and Chickasaw Native American tribes from rival tribe attacks, most notably Comanche raids. When the Civil War began in 1861, Confederate soldiers used the fort for supplies and a hospital throughout the war, and afterwards it was burned to the ground when it was no longer needed.
Damn.
In 1870, the fort was given to a Chickasaw native named Charles Colbert. It's
Stephen
either
Colbert? Is he related to Stephen?
I think it's Colbert.
How do you
I'm
spell
not
it?
sure.
C-O-L.
C-O-L, same way. C-O-L-B-E-R-T.
Colbert. Yeah.
Charles, but I don't know. I saw a Chickasaw Native American named Charles Colbert. Okay.
He a mix.
Charles decided to use the land as a home for his family, which included his 32 dogs.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a lot of dogs.
That sounds like paradise.
After the first night, Charles awoke to find every single one of his dogs missing. He had no idea how they had gotten out, so he spent the entire day rounding them up. And the next day, they had all he rounded them all up, put them back, made sure, they wouldn't escape again. Next day, they were all gone again.
Jeez.
So after losing his dogs, Charles and his family quickly moved out of the land.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Without the dogs?
Yep,
Wow.
I think so.
That's a lot of family members.
The next owners of the property were a Dr. Steele and his sister. They also did not go very long without experiencing strange events on the property. It was enough to cause Dr. Steele's sister to have a nervous breakdown, and with that, the two left the property, and no one else would take up residence there. Moving to 1965, the Oklahoma Historical Society, which, by the way, all three of these places are the Skirvin Hotel, Belvedere Mansion, and Fort Washita are all historical landmarks now.
Oh, that's cool.
They're all registered.
Oh.
So yeah, in 1965, the Oklahoma Historical Society had purchased the property, and during renovations of the building, they found a grave with 2 bodies.
Oh.
The strange thing about the bodies is that one of them belonged to a 16-year-old boy who had died in the 1800s of meningitis. This wasn't too uncommon, except for the fact that while forensic evidence showed that he had died of disease, he also had a hole right through his temple
Oh
from
my
blunt
God.
force.
Oh.
Even stranger, the second body that the boy shared his unmarked grave with was more recent. An unidentified Hispanic male who had died decades after the boy, but buried in the same location. Almost as if the body was being hidden on an existing grave, which showed that whoever buried the second body knew about the first grave, which is strange.
Weird.
Huh.
The most famous spirit of the area is known as Aunt Jane.
Aunt Jane.
People visiting the property have seen a green spirit of a woman walking in the distance. And on more than one occasion, people have awoken in the middle of the night feeling like they're being strangled, having dreams that someone is suffocating them. One instance, a woman awoke from one of these dreams only to see a woman floating horizontally right above her bed.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
Aunt Jane.
So, what?
No, just Aunt Jane, man.
Yeah, she's trying to...
Everyone has that crazy aunt, you know.
Crazy Aunt Jane trying to kill us again.
Crazy Aunt Jane.
But of course, this is the cabin they were sleeping in, so...
Oh. They kind of wanted it.
Those are the cabins I see whenever we go on road trips, and they're just abandoned on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just a wooden swinging door.
Just
So, of course, like any good ghost story, there are multiple versions of Aunt Jane's demise.
Mm-hmm.
So the first story was that Aunt Jane was a free black that had come to Fort Washita during the Civil War to spy on Confederate occupants. It is said that when the Confederates uncovered Aunt Jane's true identity and mission, she was executed by beheading, and her body and head were buried in separate graves. The second version of the story is that Aunt Jane is actually a white woman, the influential wife of an officer stationed at the fort. Aunt Jane was rumored to have always carried $20 in gold with her no matter where she went. One day, while returning from town, bandits who wanted her gold reportedly accosted her. In the ensuing struggle, one of the bandits allegedly cut off Aunt Jane's head.
Wow.
The last story involves a love triangle. This is very similar to the second story, where Aunt Jane is the wife of an officer. One night, her husband returned home from a patrol and found his wife in bed with another soldier who had been stationed at the fort.
Wait, male or female?
What?
Well, at the time, there's only male soldiers.
This isn't lifetime.
Yeah. I wish, though.
Aunt Jane set upon the two lovers, beheaded them both on the spot.
That's
That's a twist.
love triangles
Yeah.
are always the most intense.
Later, the outraged
That
husband
feels-
threw the heads of Aunt Jane and her lover into the Washita River.
Ooh.
She was not an ally.
Maybe that was the young Hispanic male that was buried with the other body.
I like that version of her story.
Or she was killed because she was having an affair.
I mean, it kind of rings more like what Boo was saying. It's like the love affairs usually have the most like potent energy, I feel.
Yeah, it would definitely have the biggest.
Oh my god, you take that back to the first episode in Texas where they had that
The nurse, the patient.
Ariana, Ken, and
We got the names mixed up.
Yeah, we did.
But we got
Oh
the
my god, what a mess! I was trying to make it like more interactive, being like, oh, you guys choose the names, and then you guys completely mixed it up. I was like, all right. Also, in my notes, because I said that in the moment, but in my notes I had already given them names. So it's just a big headache. But yeah, so whatever version of the Aunt Jane story that you're told, every version has her being beheaded. And every version has her head being buried in a different location from the rest of her. They say on a full moon in the months of March and October, she roams searching for her lost head or maybe her lost gold. Also, there's a Confederate graveyard on the premises if there wasn't enough dead bodies in the first place.
God.
Also, I think in like 2016, some idiots visiting the fort accidentally burned the whole place down. So
I'm sure they accidentally wink.
apparently they had lit a toilet paper roll on fire, and then they tried to stomp it out, and then it just spread out of
Kept
control.
growing.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. They're in jail.
Yeah, I would think
Yeah.
so.
They were, but at the time people were like, "Did ghosts burn down this haunted fort?" And like,
They took
no,
the toilet
it was
paper?
a bunch of idiots with toilet paper and lighters.
Nice.
Yeah.
Only our finest.
Yeah. So that's
That's Oklahoma.
this is our last story, and this episode's gonna be barely an hour long.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Oklahoma is just okay.
Alright, this might be our shortest episode, but honestly, like, I mean, I'm sure there's other stories out there, but from what I can find,
These are the most.
these are the ones that
Unique.
interested me.
Yeah.
The tales less traveled.
Yeah.
But
But I felt like I had to talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
This next story is called The Spook Light,
Ooh.
and it might sound familiar.
Is it a Goosebumps story?
So this is also known as the Hornet Light.
Oh.
Oh.
This is a ball or multiple balls of light that appear regularly in the night sky in the northern eastern Oklahoma on the border of Missouri, in an area known as the Devil's Promenade.
Yeah. Why have I heard? I've heard of this.
Bit me! Why would you bite me?
Okay, Army Hammer, pack it up.
So
Leave the set. Come on.
Well, this is 3 episodes in a row we have talked about Army.
Have we really?
Yes.
You know, he got fired.
What's
too.
another thing we always talk about? We
So
might as well
TikTok.
TikTok.
Nah, but we already
We haven't
covered that.
talked. She hasn't sung the Ratatouille song yet. So, or the Oh No song.
Well, now it's the waking up in the morning, thinking about so many things.
Yeah, that's the quality content you come here for at Tales Less Traveled. Is
That's why we get a
TikTok
flood of
songs and
emails.
scary
You know what? Let's
stories.
start a new podcast.
Look at
TikTok
this.
and review.
Oh,
She's on the property.
She's just eating beans from a can.
She just sent
Love
you a
it.
video
Love
to
it.
show what she's eating. She's like mood for tonight.
Wow.
she
So
goes
anyway.
above and beyond for her video shots.
Yeah.
My country.
Anyway, these lights, the spook lights, have been said to be seen since the Trail of Tears in the 1830s, and they were even written about in the Kansas City Star in 1936.
I'm so sorry. What is the Trail of Tears? If you bite me again, I swear I'm gonna punch you in the face.
The Trail
What
of
is-
Tears.
You know, it's like when
is
all the Native Americans were forced
died.
out, and they were like
Trail of
put
Tears,
on.
I mean,
It was called the Trail of Tears because they're all sent out to go live. I don't know where, what reservation, but basically kicked out of their land. So it's called the Trail of Tears because they're all being forced
I
out.
have never heard of
You've
this.
never heard of the Trail
No,
of Tears?
no, because it was probably glossed over very, very fast. But I'm sure for y'all and you know.
Oh.
the southern part of the
Yeah.
state.
I've
Yeah.
definitely heard this whole story. I just don't know if from school or from
No, I've never.
from a ghost of the past.
Yeah, so the Trail of Tears, I'm just going to read straight off
Yeah, that's
Wikipedia.
fine.
Trail of Tears was part of a series of forced relocations of approximately 100,000 Native Americans between 1830 and 1850 by the United States government, known as the Indian Removal. Members of the Cherokee, Muskogee, the Seminole, Chickasaw, and Choctaw nations were forcibly removed from their ancestral homelands in the southern United States to areas to the west of the Mississippi River that have been designated Indian Territory. The forced relocations were carried out by government authorities after the passage of the Indian Removal Act.
Damn.
The Cherokee removal in 1838 was brought on by the discovery of gold near Georgia in 1828, resulting in the Georgia Gold Rush. So yeah, they're all just pushed out of their land. It's kind of like
Yeah.
how what did George Carlin say? He's just like, hey, would you mind moving over? Come on, bring that stuff in. All right, move. Come on, keep going
Yeah.
back. More, move
Yeah.
more stuff in. Yeah.
See, I knew about the reservations. I just didn't
Yeah.
know the time period or because I know didn't they also take some of them and they converted them to like Christian schools or Catholicism or whatever, and then like
Yeah.
they try to force
Uh-huh.
them to live regular
Yeah.
lives, and some of them would run away and
Yeah, but it was
Yeah.
called the Trail of Tears because they were forced to just kind of like march,
right.
and so thousands of them died before they
Man,
even
there's a lot of
reached due to
negative
exposure.
energy in Oklahoma in there.
Yeah.
My fun fact. Thank
Yeah.
you for allowing me to speak. My ghosts of the past.
All right, so
is
the
part of the Chickasaw tribe,
hmm
and I think I might have mentioned it. I don't know. That's all I have to say.
I've never heard of the lights, so
I've heard
that's
of the hornet.
that's got to be from your
Okay.
Chickasaw tribe.
All right, so the
past.
story's not over.
Yeah. So these.
I
Oh,
just
thank you. Bro.
yeah. I
Okay.
just asked a question in between.
Yes, these.
I had a say fun fact too.
So in 1946, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers studied the lights, but it could not find a cause for it. They said it was a mysterious light of unknown origin. Aficionados say the best chances for spotting the lights occur after dark when parked on Oklahoma East 50 Road, 4 miles south of the tri-state junction of Kansas and Missouri, in Ottawa County,
Let's do
Oklahoma.
That sounds
And
like
then
Marfa.
looking west.
Huh.
Exactly.
Like Marfa.
The lights have been seen in a multitude of colors, including orange, red, and blue. Some say it even looks like a camping lantern traveling a few feet off the ground. A professor from the University of Central Oklahoma determined that the lights are caused by the headlights of cars 9 miles from the viewing site. Being able to recreate it, but my thing is, if it's the headlights from cars, then how are they seen since the 1830s?
And how are they multicolored?
Yeah, and like maybe then you could say like, oh, they were campfire lights doing the same thing as headlights. But the thing is, like, I feel like, especially if Native Americans were seeing these lights, I feel like they would know if it was a campfire or not. So that's my thing. So how is it headlights? Yeah.
That's
Who knows?
interesting.
But it is just like the Marfa lights from. We went to go see the Marfa lights, but
we never saw.
Didn't talk about it because it's from a cut episode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But you did summon a shooting star.
I did summon.
That was
She
crazy.
did. She drew a pentagram on the ground with.
And I sang.
She sang.
She caught a lizard with her bare hands and cut off the head.
Yeah.
And with its body, she used like a marker to draw a pentagram.
All right.
You know,
She
and then
summoned a shooting star.
I lifted the lizard's body.
And she
that's when
ate the tail.
And that's when I started
Yeah.
singing. And then
Were you wearing Little Nas X shoes?
No.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people don't know this, but my sister, I mean, she's
She's part witch.
she's probably more manly than all of us. She gets a lot of stuff done.
Oh yeah.
But
I guess stop
the only thing that worried
cooking.
me after you summoned that shooting star is that for the next hour you only spoke in Latin. You couldn't talk.
Really?
Yeah. Your eyes would roll back sometimes,
No
so we wouldn't be able
way.
to
I
see
thought we
you.
were talking
Yeah.
normally. You know, and I found it odd why you guys were giving me strange looks. And I was
Yeah.
like, I just asked you guys a simple question.
It's like you were speaking Simlish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Susul.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah. So
I like that.
those are the stories for Oklahoma.
But you know what? No, I actually liked quite a few of these stories.
You know, I never asked, how did you and Josh get here?
We said we took
Spirit Airlines.
Yeah, Spirit Airlines.
I
Oh,
took
really?
Spirit
Oh, not
Airlines
sponsored?
too.
Yeah.
Did you
They have
sponsor?
this new thing where you only pay half the price.
You have to
You
dangle
sit in-
half your feet off
You
the
sit in the cargo hold, and as you get closer to your destination, they just like push you out.
Okay.
They don't even have to land. You don't have to go
like
through
free
security.
skydiving.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
The
Yeah.
one that I had, it was a great deal. They actually strapped me on the wing. Yeah, they strapped me on the wing and then I flew.
Oh,
Like
wow.
a Christmas tree.
I was like this. I flew. Should take a good nap. It was kind of hard. The wind was.
She kept getting bugs in her teeth.
God.
So I mean, I closed my eyes. I had to. So.
Her glass flew off.
God.
I feel like I missed out.
At least the wing that didn't set itself on fire
I
or
was gonna
anything.
blow off.
Yeah. And you're lucky because usually during Spirit flights, one of the wings does fall off.
An engine burst.
You got a 50-50
Yeah,
chance.
but you said that luckily it was the other wing that fell off that time, so you were safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel bad for that family of 5.
Oh
Honestly.
my god.
On the wing. Yeah.
on the other wing.
On the other wing.
Rest in
That's
peace.
probably why it broke off. There's too many people on that wing.
And they saw me and they're like,
But it's-
little girl, big
yeah.
brain.
Yeah.
But that's good. You paid the extra 50
Your
cents.
small body really balanced the big
that,
head.
that extra 50 cents for the business class wing. That's what saved you.
Honestly, yeah.
Wow.
And you just traveled on your dooney?
Yeah, I took the horse and carriage, but one of the horses got mad at me.
Why?
Well, I might have said I like donkeys a little bit better than horses, and he got offended.
Oh, yeah.
Ran
Yeah,
right
Well,
off.
They can hear
So
things.
they can hear things, and so I went walking in the desert for a little bit, and then I
Like our Lord and Savior.
yeah, I had an epiphany, and I think that I saw a mirage, but it might not have been a mirage. It might have just been like a Toyota dealership because I saw a buggy and I got in.
Very GTA of you.
Yeah,
Wow.
and I just drove here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Oklahoma was...
Okay.
It was
okay.
okay.
All right, who wants to spin the magic wheel?
I'll do it.
Where are we going next time?
Spin it. Wait.
Yay!
this-
Where are we going?
We are going
It's going
to.
live.
I feel somewhere cold coming.
I feel north. It's a northern.
Oklahoma.
No,
Okay,
wait,
no,
really?
is it really?
It's North Dakota.
Okay, North Dakota, let's do it.
Is North Dakota the one with Rushmore? Or is that South Dakota?
That's
I-
Vermont.
I don't know where.
Wait, what? No.
Girl, what?
Vermont's got the nice.
I've never been to Mount Rushmore.
Maple syrup, though.
We're gonna have another bunch of Native American stories.
In North Dakota.
Yeah, they are all the way
North
there.
Dakota, South Dakota.
I thought it was North Dakota, South Dakota.
North Dakota, South.
North Dakota, South Dakota.
There was
Where are we going? North or South?
Or is
Where are we
it
going?
West
It's
Virginia
Texas,
and-
Oklahoma, Kansas, South Dakota, North Dakota.
Is it West Virginia and then Virginia?
Where are we going,
Am I
Josh?
getting those
North
mixed up?
Dakota.
North Dakota. I
North
spun
Dakota.
it again, so don't ignore that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to North Dakota, so we will see you again in 2 weeks when we go to North Dakota
North
and
Dakota.
discover their tales less
Less
traveled.
Take it away, boo.
Follow us on Instagram at taleslesstraveled. Follow us on Twitter at tltraveled. Is it tltraveled? Yes, tltraveled. And send us a nice email at taleslesstraveled@gmail.com.
Even if it's a German one, any language.
We can translate it. We've got Google Translate.
Yeah.
And if you don't wanna send us an email, if you don't wanna write anything, you know, if you rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, it really helps us out.
It really does, actually.
If you
Also on
enjoyed it, if you
Spotify.
didn't enjoy it, then
Also, check out our YouTube channel.
don't.
That's right.
Don't check out our YouTube.
No, don't rate us if you didn't like this
Oh.
podcast.
Yeah, just move on to the next
But
podcast.
yeah, we are on YouTube now too.
Yes. How's that going, by the way?
Woo!
Huh?
How's it going, by the way?
Good. The last episode I gave a little animation.
Cool.
It very simple, but I thought maybe it'll give something to like mesmerizing as you stare at the screen
Very
listening
nice.
to an
Maybe
audio show.
What's our, is it Tells Us Travel?
Yeah, Tales Less Travel on YouTube.
Find us on YouTube at Tells Us Travel.
Good.
Maybe one day we'll work our way up to Twitch and we'll have a live stream and then they can call in and
Yeah.
be like, I have a story about North Dakota.
Yeah, the phone calls keep coming in.
They'll be like, hello.
Well, we
Those
could buy
service calls.
we could buy one of those burner phones and just like send out the number.
Yeah.
And
Change
so
the
they can
number.
call. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
All right,
Alright.
guys.
Thanks, guys, for listening.
Yeah, let's eat this gamey squirrel.
Stay safe and have
Oh,
fun.
Yep.
Our
Happy
sausages
Easter.
are ready.
Oh yeah, we don't have much time now. The outro music is playing.
Oh,
Oh,
wait, no, but hold on. I still wanted to thank my mom, my dad.
Yeah, it's.
Guys!
All right. She wants to start. Let's cut, act. Let's
You're the
go.
one talking about your foot fetish.
I have not been talking about my foot fetish. You're over here talking about Billie Eilish's image and how Halloween Horror Nights, blah, blah, blah.
That was
Brooke's
like
over there
the
talking
last-
about her dream. I'm
was
ready
like-
to get this Oklahoma story done and ready. Let's go. So I can.
You can leave.
I can get.
We can do
food.
this without you.
No, you can't.
Okay.
Who's gonna handle social media? You need me.
All right, let's do this.
All right, silence.
1, 2, 3.